This is Lee with 82 Game of 12 here on YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75. And I'm in the process of doing a comparison playthrough of two Borodino 1812 games. We've got The Great Redoubt by Yaquinto Publishing Incorporated, and which came out in 1979, copyright 1979. And we have the La Bataille de la Moscawa, which was published by GDW. Game Designers Workshop, 1977. This is the second edition of Larry Grove's original. The rules that I'm using are the rule set that came with the game. It's the Game Designer Workshop rules, which are Larry Grove's rules with, I think, just a few minor additions to the game. The original came out in 75 under Marshall Enterprises. And then I guess there was a public request for a reprint. I guess there was a lot of interest in a reprint, so Game Designer Workshop got the rights and published the second edition. And in the back of the rule book, you have a designer notes by Larry Groves, and then John Harshman, who did the second edition, there's some notes there. And this Larry Grove's original won the Charles Roberts Award for the best amateur game of 1975 at Origins 2 in Baltimore. So there's going to be a lot of differences in certain things between the two games. Of course, the scale is probably the most glaring of the differences, I think. And also you have large rectangle counters in the Yaquinto version. And I did a video talking about The Great Redoubt. And I'll talk more as I play the game. And probably, oh shoot, what I'll probably do, I bet that cracked. Yeah, I'll have to throw that away, I think. That was my candle holder. I'll probably play an hour of historical time. So in the La Bataille, each turn is 20 minutes. So I'll play 3 turns, and then I'll move over to the Yaquinto Great Redoubt. So in the videos, you're going to see GDW, which tells you that is going to be the La Bataille, And then you're going to see YP for Yaquinto Publishing for the Great Redoubt game. And in the Great Redoubt game, it's going to be 2 turns equal an hour, 30 minutes each. So I'll be going back and forth to be able to do a better comparison of what's happening in the battle, and also comparing how the systems deal with different things. And it's not to say one game is better than the other. It's just to give you a comparison so you have an idea. And you can still obtain both of these games on eBay through Noble Knight Games. So they're available out there. You're just not going to find, excuse me, you're not going to find it new. Now, that's not to say you can't find one that hasn't been opened and punched and all of that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying these are out of print. Now, you can get the La Bataille. I don't know how many times it's been published. There's multiple editions. And I think they just, not too long ago, well, maybe several years ago, they had a new edition. So, and of course, that's going to have a much more aesthetic map with more color and more detail. The rules, of course, you've got the regulations. You've got the Maria Louis rules. You've got the Age of the Emperor. This is actually the 5th edition. And this is Clash of Arms. Not for sure what... it's the 5th edition of rules. I'm not for sure when this was published. Yeah, so you've got in here, you've got La Bataille de Moscow. That was in 2011. The Clash of Arms. But this is a older, let's see, I don't know if 2016. So this is from 2016, and maybe they've got newer editions now. And, you've got, this is a quite extensive rules with the reaction charges and things of that nature. There's no reaction charges in the older version of the rules, the original set. So you also don't really have opportunity fire. There is, and it's mainly restricted to when leaders, aides, cavalry are riding around squares. And then another thing is defensive fire is restricted to just adjacent hexes. Even if you're artillery, it's only adjacent hexes. Let's get going. This is the 620 turn. And the other thing is you've got the bland counters. Doesn't bother me, but, of course, the newer counters are much pleasing to look at. And it's a little easier to distinguish the corps because they're color coded with, you know, some kind of color band or whatever. And also the leaders. I don't know if you noticed, but here's a Russian leader in gold. Well, here's a French leader in gold. And the only way to tell the difference is the emblem. You got an eagle here, and you've got whatever this bird is here. For the Russians. So that's what we got. And of course, Napoleon back here, he's green. He's got a green counter, which I don't know why they chose to put Napoleon as green. I guess to make him stand out on his side. And they were, I guess, restricted to so many colors. And that's something at the time, you know, games were a lot cheaper. And one way to do that was to limit the number of colors that you used for printing. So I'm not an expert on printing, so I don't know all the ins and outs about that, but that seems to be the case with which makes sense. So something else is the information counters in here. We've got routing is going to be this star. Looks like an ink spot. March order, not code road order, but march order are these two lines. Square, of course, easily recognizable. The other thing was that they're not back printed. So it's not so easy to find numbers due to that. So I don't understand. They back printed all the other counters. I don't understand why they didn't do it here. The F, let's see what the F stands for. Formed unit counter. That has to do with a unit that would normally be considered a skirmisher. So what happened here? I guess some units got moved. Yeah. Shoot. There we go. Hitting the table. So instead of flipping your skirmishers over, as would happen later, smaller battalion counters were recognized as being in skirmish mode. So, but I'm flipping them over. So if you see a counter that's flipped over and it has a 2 over here on the right column by itself, you know that's a skirmisher. If it has multiple numbers, 3 numbers over there, then you know that's going to be an artillery unit. That's unlimbered. And I am playing with the old original rules. I'm not playing with a newer rule set. So keep that in mind. All right, we're going to get started here. We've got these cavalry units that are blocking our way, the French, to Utitsa. which is one of the objective locations. Utitsa, the villages, and then the hills here, and this road, which is the old Smolensk Road. And at 8 o'clock, Poniatowski will be coming up this road. So we'll be able to at least put some pressure on the Russian left flank. So it's important to gain control of this road, to have fast movement through in march order down that road, to try to get around behind the Russians and get in their rear, cut off their line of communication and retreat back toward Moscow. So now we have this artillery unit here. We don't want to just rush right up onto it. One of the rules is cavalry is not allowed to charge a unlimbered artillery. Now, it doesn't say charge the front, flank. It just says you're not allowed to charge one. So, I guess due to the fact that maybe they can change their facing during defensive fire. Let's see here. That may be something I'm gonna have to look up. I don't think that's even a thing. So I don't quite understand why there's that restriction on what about charging their flank. I don't know if that was just left out, that it says only infantry and limbered artillery may be charged. The hex containing any unlimbered artillery may not be charged. So I guess you can't charge other cavalry. You can melee, but you just can't charge. So I guess the same thing, you can do the same thing with unlimbered artillery. You can move up there and melee, but you just can't charge, which makes sense. So we've got artillery here that we want to bring up and then be able to unload against these Russian units. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll start over here. See what we've got. Yeah, we've got this horse artillery unit. 1, 2, 3. Traveling with these other units here. 3, 4. We can actually move up there. 4, 5, 6, 7. And of course, we've got that right there. And I think we want to turn. So we're like that. Okay. Got that leader there. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guns are coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip them over. Okay. Back here. These guys are going to stretch out. 1, 2, 3, 4 to protect the flank. Could go like that. Gonna move into there. 1, 2. These guys are gonna move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to unlimber this right here. These guys here, with that leader, 2, they're going to move up to there. Third, it's going to stay wide here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're just going to spread out a little bit here. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to provide some needed 2, 3 support there. Okay, so both of these corps have activated, have moved. All right, so now we have back here, who's this? Wrap. Okay. So now we've got Marat right here. And he's actually going to move right there. So 1st Cavalry, I haven't moved them yet. We've got Davout right here. This is his 5th division. This is 3rd here. This is 5th. They are going to put pressure on these units with some artillery. Yeah, here we are. There's some guns right there. So, let's see, that's 9. This unit here, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. We're going to move this artillery up. So 1, I'll have to go, before we can do that, I'm going to have to break these guys down into battalions. So let's see, that's 57. Okay. So it doesn't cost anything to break down. So we're going to break them down. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then these 2 are just going to stack right there. And then we're going to bring, excuse me, I can't do it that way. Don't want to get the light in there. Okay, I think I can come in here like this. So these guys are too far away. Man, I really messed up. Yeah. Well, they'll just have to get up there ready to prepare for the next phase. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to stack behind. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And he's going to be right there. Okay. So this one, they, tell you what, they're just going to move right there. These guys are going to turn. 1, 2, move right there. So that's the 5th division has moved. And then become more black and blurry. I don't understand. Is there maybe something on the camera? Let's see if we can. I don't understand. Shouldn't have been blurry. It's just lock business. Okay. Maybe I had it. Maybe I had something locked. I think I did. So Devu is who we're actually moving his forces. So he's got these two. He's got some cavalry units here, or a cavalry regiment with a battery, and so they can actually move in here. 1, 2, 3, and then unlimber. So they move to right here. And Devu is going to send one of his aides here over to help with this attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go right there for now. And then the rest of Devu's forces I don't understand. Why are they on that road? Where are they going? Unless I'm taking them over here. And that's a trail, though. I could get up in here, but then they'd be all alone. I don't understand why I put them on that. Why did I put them in there like that? That makes sense. All right, so woods, skirmishers cost 2. We're not going to be able to go very far in the woods. That's part of 3rd. Where's 5ths? That's 3rd. So one, 2, I guess I'll put them here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We'll be able to fire on these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to get blasted during the Russian offensive fire. So I'm going to have to let's see. In the woods, though, let's see. Its stacking is 6. Can't stack those guys there. Yeah, that's 7. Okay, now because I did that, I had to mark those units with a route marker. All of those units are going to route. Trying to overstack on that road. So flip that guy over. I don't know why on the back side he has a, let's see. Oh, he can move 7. So that's why. So I could have moved him further. He could have went on past. These guys can go 2 more, 2 more. Okay. I was going to say those guys are not moving. If you overstack, then the entire hex routes. So you have to be careful about that. So these guys have a movement of 7. I need to remember that. That 5 is their melee at the bottom. So, all right. So this regiment needs to break down into battalions, and that's 12. So 3. All right. Okay. Movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Those two guys are going to go there. Well, yeah, should be just two. Okay. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's where they go. Right here with Devu, we've got artillery. So we want to bring up our artillery. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prepare to use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four. We need to get all these skirmishers out of over here. So we want to bring our guns here. Back this way. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Third division, we still got this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's where Devu goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this is part of 5 here. We need to turn him this way. 1, 3 goes to there. And then across here, they're going to go across, and then they're going to stop. So they're behind that slope. Same thing here. Oh, wait a minute. That's nice. This cavalry, 1, 2, right there. If I break down, oh, there's my other light right there. Jeez, these guys are light. 33. Where's 33 at? Right there. Okay. So these guys are all going to skirmish mode. Okay, so rivers +1, upslope is 2. So So they go +1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think a skirmisher can stack with anyone. If they stack, yeah, they've got to be alone in the hex. So they're just going to move in here with this artillery and no longer be in skirmish mode. I don't think it costs anything to go into skirmish mode. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, I'll just flip these guys over and use them as skirmishers next turn. So 1 to go over the stream, 2 to go up slope, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go right there. Okay. And then these guys are going to go 1, 2. What's it cost? Oh, it costs 3. Yeah, 1, 2, it'd be 5 to be right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. They'd have to stop right there. Except I'll block the road. Now these guys can't. Don't think they can get up that road. They wouldn't be able to use the road, so I'm messed up there. Well, these guys will just have to go here. All these artillery units have to just go to there. That there is not. Okay. That's not the VU. All right, so now we can go to, let's go ahead and go with Nay. It's right there. So now we're looking at Nay's troops. I guess we can pull in here like that. So these guys here, we're just going to move them up. They're artillery, and they're going to go across the road, across this river and up that slope, and then going to veer off this way. The only issue with that is
when they have to go down that river slope, it's going to cost 5. They don't want to do that.
So I went 3. This is his. Well, that's one thing, is it's because it's the cavalry. So I guess they will. All right, so now let's focus on his skirmishers here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, so they just want to cross right here. They just want to do the same thing. 1 and then 2, and then cavalry up that slope is 4. So that cost them 6. But they're not wanting to get up there where they can get fired at. So now let's focus on what else we've got here. Let's move this. Well, we've got these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then downslope is just 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can get right there. I'm just moving these skirmishers first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'll turn this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll stop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll turn like so. Oh, those are actually Devous. But, oh well. Now, I've got to break those guys down. Those 3 regiments over there have to be broken down. So, let me do that. So, 33. Okay. So they have to move. There's a stack of them there. They have to move each battalion separate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So put that one there. this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the other two like so. Now this artillery here, there's two of them. What's their movement? Artillery cost 4. They're not going to get through there very fast. So they go to there. These guys have to break down 48. Okay. So they're all right there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got guys going there. These guys moving there. Okay. All right. Then here, ouch. Here, let's see. Oh, I got to back up. All right, so now we go back to nay. Okay. And I had this, this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This guy can move 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest of these have to break down or go up that road. So this unit here, part of 11. Okay. So there's strength of 6. So I can actually stack these in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. This guy. Well, that's 10. I want to put 11 in there. So let's go with this one. 93. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I want to put them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. And then the other 11 there, these guys here couldn't go in there. Well, I guess that's not quite. Just back them up. So this one here, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the other two will just stack behind them here. And then these guys are actually going to come up that road. Okay. Okay. So they're not in march order. So along that, so that's a ridge. That's be an upslope. It's going to cost 2. Okay, so they can't go very far. So that's going to be 1, 2, and then 3 more is 5. So that's as far as they got. This artillery could actually go further. Going up that road. But 1, 2, 3. They're going to stop there, though. I'm going to stack those two together. Put those guys right there. And then these guys. Okay, so they go 1, 2 across that stream, 2, and then up that river slope is 3. So they've got to stop right there. Same thing with these guys. They got to stop there. And then Nay back here with the rest of these guys. One, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. It turns. 1, 2, 3, right there. That artillery just have to wait. And then we move back here to Huno. Okay, and he moves right there. What's the deal here? I think a bunch of my units got moved around here. All right. So I think I want to send okay, so we've got a stream. River Hexad is +5. Ford is +2, but you've got to be in march order. Bridge is +2, have to be in march order. Artillery can't go over the River Hexad. So, okay, now over there, we have, that's Eugene. They could be used to press the, I have to pull out the maps because there's got to be some forces around Borodino. But they're further back because of the river. And that's 4th, let's see, 4th Corps, Russian 4th Corps. Okay. That could come put some pressure, but they've got that river. But they could cross Zakartsi. They could cross around Zakartsi and come in from the north against Eugene's flank. So Eugene's got to hold that flank. Can't just push up. That ain't gonna work. So really the units that are over here across that river there, which is going to be 3rd Cavalry and 4th Corps, they have to stay put. They've got to protect that flank. So I guess that means Huno's going to have to he'll have to come up the road here behind Ney and not didn't want to go through that forest because cavalry's going to cost them 3 for each hex. So that's going to be slow going. They can only move 3 hexes. And then they've got the slopes.
up and down. That's going to cost 7. And then the stream there, that's a +1, so that's 8. But there's going to be a bottleneck going up that road. This is the road I'm talking about. Right there, that's a bottleneck. Which means that artillery setting there right here is going to be able to pour down this bottleneck. And combined, they can be pretty lethal, especially with the reserve artillery on the way. We've got this reserve artillery's on the move. So unlike historically, we're not going to allow this artillery leader to Kutayazov. It's not Kutuzov, but Kutayazov. To pronounce them different, so there's no confusion. I don't know how they're pronounced, but Kutayazov is the artillery leader for the reserve artillery. So I'm keeping him with the reserve artillery and not allowing him to get involved in an infantry attack and get killed. So if Huno goes up that road, he's going to be under withering fire from artillery. Those batteries. Need some more colored blocks. But all those batteries right there, where that green block is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some of those are doubled. You know, that's 5. So even if they have their lowest strength, which is 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, you know, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's a strength of 16. That's easily 2 to 1. At a range of 9 or 8, 7. So, and Ney's forces are fixing to find out. They're fixing to find out how bad it is. Because when it's the Russians' activation, they're going to fire right down that road. And the French should have got some skirmishers out going up that road. So Ney didn't. I say Ney, I didn't. It's me. But, you know, I'm talking third person. Not first. Blame Ney. The bravest of the brave. He's going to find out just how brave his guys are. His third corps. All right, so I need to move Huno. Move his forces. I don't think I want to go up that road. Now, my artillery can cross the stream. It's going to cost +2
But I can get them across that stream and I can pull them up. It's not going to be easy. Up that river slope. That cost 5. So, okay. These guys can move. So we're doing who know? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. I don't want to get. I want to provide an out for some of these people. Okay. Cavalry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as he got. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to go there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, and then 3 is 4, 5. That's as far as he got. 1, 3 is 4, 5. That's as far as he got. Village for cavalry. Oh, it's all 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're going to move over there. So we got downslope is 2. No, downslope is 1. So 1, 2. So they just go to there. 1, 2 crossing the stream, and then 3 is 5. And let's see here. I'd have to pass these guys individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Stop right there. Okay, and then Napoleon is going to move up. Let's see here. So the young guard, I'm going to move them up over here. So this is the young guard. They're going to move over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. 8 is going to move up here. Okay, the middle guard is going to stay in this area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. That. Don't know that if you're crossing, you're not going up it, you're just going across would cost anything. This is going down though, so that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, no, 1. Let's see. 1. What is that? It's not going up it. It's just going across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. So we've got all of these aids, quite a few of them. Napoleon. Two, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just leave those aids there. Okay, so the guard artillery. Shoot. Scattered. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can't all go 10. Let's put that one there. 1, 2, 3, 5. The old guard. Now this is more guard artillery here. 1, 2. It's all moving together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The old guard just moves over to here. Well, there's more guard artillery, but these guys are going to move to there. Turns around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that takes care of the movement. For the French. Now we've got to, we'd have the rally phase. We don't have any units to rally. We almost did, due to the fact that I almost really overstacked. I took my hand away. When you do that, then it's really, the move is over. But Skirmisher still had movement points to use. So we'd have the movement phase, the rally phase, then we have defensive fire phase. And that's only fires any of his units at adjacent enemy units. They have to be adjacent. Well, we do have an adjacent right here. So if we close in, oops, let me back up so you can see where that's at. Let me get rid of these others. Right here. That unit can fire at this unit. Those are adjacent. All right, so that's this artillery. Okay, it's going to be 1-to-1. But there's a +6 when firing into an adjacent hex for artillery. Plus there would be a +1 if this unit had already not taken a loss. So we're looking at, let's see, okay, 7, and they're in, I guess you could say they're in woods. That woods is give them a fire defense of 14. So it's going to be 1-to-2, but there'd be a +6. +6 to the die roll. I rolled a 55 +6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a 65. At 1-to-2 is a hit. Okay, so now that unit has taken 2 losses. I have to mark over here so I keep track of the casualties for victory points. All right, so that's the only defensive fire. Now, offensive fire, we're going to have a lot.
Let's move to the offensive fire. So we'll start over here first. So now this unit here, this unit can't hit this unit because of this orchard. I think orchard's blocking. Let's see. Line of sight. Let's see. Yeah. If the straight edge passes through any hex or along any hex side of a hex containing the following, line of sight is obstructed. It cannot be executed. Orchards and woods. So that's along an edge. So this unit, I have to fire over here at this unit. So we're going to fire here at this, and we've got both of these units. This unit here is going to fire here. So this unit here is going to fire here. So I'll just use this gray one. So we've got another blue. Yeah, I'll do. It's a blue one. All right, so we've got 3 units that are firing, and they're all within 2 hexes. So that means that they can use the top number on their counter. So we've got 8, 8, and 7. So that's 23. And they're just in the clear. So the fire defense is 7. And very little modifiers. Here's the modifiers. So pretty simplified in that fact that you don't have very many modifiers. There's no +1 for column. Everybody, all of them are in column, the lines. There's not any for, firing into the flank. None of that. So 23 to 7. That's 3 to 1. Okay, so we've got 3 to 1. Man, let me see here. Okay, I rolled a 43. And this uses, I guess you call it like a
a 36 table. So one die is going to be the tens, the other die is the ones. But you're reading it so that, like, okay, I rolled a 43. So you find the 4 column, and then you find the 3, and then you just read across. So at 3 to 1, okay, so 3 to 1 is here. So we go down right here, and we find out that that's going to be 2 losses crossed here. So Kyber unit takes 2 losses. Now, 2 losses that's more than a third of this unit. So they've got to roll for morale. So let's see if they can pass their morale. They rolled a 64. So they passed. All right. Next, we have this unit. Uh-oh. So this unit is firing here. 1, 2, 3. That means they're going to be using this middle number, 5. 5 to 7. So, wow, that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so a strength of 5. Okay, so 1 to 1.5. Let's see. We'll use this one here. They rolled 26. That's going to be a miss. Okay. All right, so those artillery units are done. Now we have this unit here firing here. And let's see, their fire strength is 8. But they've lost 2. So for the losses, let's see. where it talks about. Let's see. Where's the losses? I think for every 2 losses, so it would be they'd have a fire strength of 7 instead of 8. I'll look it up later. All right, so they're firing here. So it says the top unit takes the sustains the casualties. So that means we got to fire. So it's like counter battery fire. So any units firing at artillery subtracts 6 from the die roll. So it's 1 to 1. And we rolled a 16, so no effect. All right, let's move up here. We've got this unit firing there. So that's 6. 6 against 7. So it's going to be 1 to 1.5. 23 is a miss. And we go to this one here, firing here. Same thing. We rolled a 56. So that there is going to also be a miss. You have to get at least a 61. All right. Now we have this artillery there. They want to fire together. So we got a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they're firing at the fleshes, that's a fire defense of 14. And 5 will be their middle number. Come, this guy's flipped over. Actually, they want to fire at this guy, because that's going to be a +4, because he's 4 over 6. So, and that's just going to be a slope, up slope. So he's fire defense is 7. So that's 10 to 7. That's 1. Let's see. 1.5 to 1. 43 plus 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be a 51. That's going to be a hit. Okay. Then we have to go way over here to where we've got these skirmishers. So we've got this skirmisher firing here. So we have 2 skirmishers firing together. That one should have a 2 out here, but it doesn't. So that's, they're halved. So that's going to be 6 to 7. And if you're firing at a skirmisher, it's -6. So really, I don't think you could even get a hit. Yeah, you have to be adjacent. They're not going to be able to get a hit. They'd have to like combine 3, and they can't do that. So it's going to be a waste to roll a dice. You can't roll high enough. So skirmishers against other skirmishers are not going to be very effective. So that's going to end because there's no melees. No, there's a melee right here. We got to come all the way back across to here. That's where we're going to have a melee. Right here. So we've got this French unit attacking this artillery. So and the cavalry unit here could just withdraw. But if they do, they leave that artillery unit alone to be captured. So we're going to have a strength of 10 for the defense. This is melees here for artillery. So that's a strength of 10 against what starts out as 16, but because of losses, let's see, it would be 2. So 12 to 10. And that's going to be just about 1 to 1. Okay. And that's it. Just 1 to 1. So here we go. All right, 53 under 1 to 1. Attacker's going to have 1 loss, and the defenders are going to take 2. And there's no retreat, but
See who has to take the losses. I guess it's the top unit. That's what it says. Yeah, top unit is the first to sustain casualties. Units attacking the flank of an enemy unit have their melee value doubled. So that would be the artillery is going to be destroyed. Strength of 2. And they've got to take another loss. So now they're taking 3 losses. Like so. And let's see, for the victory conditions. Okay, that's just one for each one lost. So the French have lost 3 and the Russians 2 so far. And that's it. We pull back like so. And the French turn is over.